What's going on, guys? God bless you. Carlos here with Serranos Mobile Detail in Dallas, Texas. Thank you so much for joining me in today's video. Happy Tuesday, by the way. Today's video, guys, is going to be very short. It is definitely not going to be long. Today's video is really going to be my old faithful VORTEX air tool, $40 investment, compared to the new GRIOTS air pulse gun, retailed at, I think it's $80 plus tax. We're definitely going to be comparing both of these and honestly give you guys my feedback on this. I recently had seen this on Ralda's Detail. It was literally hanging on one of his the trucks that he works on, and it really caught my attention. But little did I know that this thing was $80. Now, it's less than the Tornador brand, obviously. Well, actually, no. This is more than the Tornador. Just the basic air tool itself. But anyways, we're going to get started on these cars. We're going to be working on this GTR, and the Acura. And we're going to see if this is worth the hype. For this first test, we're literally just blowing the carpet, and I'm using the GRIOTS gun to blow out the carpet as I usually do. And as you guys can see, you know, you can kind of build your own opinion on this gun itself. And now we're going to be using the VORTEX air tool, just following up after using the GRIOTS gun. Next up, seat cleaning or blowing out the seats. These are all areas that I use this style of gun. For blowing out the seats, for cleaning, just kind of the pre-cleaning before I do like any type of like major cleaning. And we use the GRIOTS gun, and as you guys can see, there is still stuff in the crevices. And this next scene coming up, we are coming back with the VORTEX, and we're hitting the same areas we hit, just trying to see if the VORTEX cleans it a little bit better. And just for this last comparison, this next clip coming up is the what I call my wet method of cleaning, which is spraying my solution and then coming back with these air tools and just cleaning up the seats. So for this scenario, I'm using the GRIOTS first, and really all this air is doing is just kind of like smearing it into the fibers. There's a couple little stains here in the seat that I wanted to see if this tool would work, but it didn't. So I mean, it's a great blowing tool, but not for what I wanted to do, I guess. And now we are going to repeat the process, this time using the VORTEX air tool. Spraying the seat down just for this is just for demonstration purposes. There was a little bit of staining there on the suede, so let's see how this VORTEX air tool does. All right, guys, so after comparing the VORTEX and this GRIOTS air pulse, the beauty of the VORTEX, in my opinion, after using it for so long, one is, you know, is this tube. This tube really helps when it comes to cleaning. And for the price, it's $40. Well, locally for me, I pay 40. It hasn't let me down. I clean it every so often. I recently, barely, like I think like 2 years later, I just bought the tube because it was starting to get pretty dull. But other than that, it's been fine. When it comes to the griots, and you know, maybe if you guys have this tool, maybe I didn't use it correctly or something, but honestly, in my opinion, this is way too much money for what it's gonna do. Yeah, they give you this brush, but all this really does is just gonna give you, I think it's like 8,000 RPMs of air coming out. It does give you more air, but for the $80, I don't think, and this is just my opinion, I don't think as a detailer, this is a smart investment. You're gonna do just fine with a Vortex, with a Tornador, probably even cheap Amazon brands that are just like this. You'll be okay. The key here is this tube, really. If you're looking for something that's gonna give you better cleaning power, it's going to, as it's spinning, it's literally like brooming out all the crevices, if that makes sense. This one here, yeah, they do give you this bristle attachment, and it's blowing air, and all it's doing is you have to maneuver this brush for it to work. I don't see the value in this, honestly. Yeah, it gives you this pretty cool little swivel, and you know, probably what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this swivel and put it on my Vortex, because honestly, this was truly an impulse buy because it looks cool, but now that I really have played with it, I don't. Literally, I keep going to the Vortex because it's taking me longer to do jobs because this isn't really giving me the power that I need. It has power, or it's just not giving me the cleaning abilities that the Vortex or the Tornador does. Yes, this one has an airflow where you're able to adjust the air coming out, but honestly, I didn't like it. If I use this, it's mostly I use it for blowing like the wheels out, all the trim. I use it more as just like a blower. That's it. You know, it just doesn't have that. Honestly, I think it's overpriced. Griots makes great products, don't get me wrong, but this one, I just don't think it was. I just can't figure out, one, the cost, two, just I just don't get this, to be honest. It's good, but to be honest, just go and get you a Vortex for $40 at half the cost, and trust me, this is gonna do much better. For the price of this, I could buy 2 of these. But you know, I'm not knocking it. Maybe I'm not using it correctly, but even attaching this bristle brush, I just don't see the benefit of it. Like, it's just not there. Now, if they were to have added tubes in here, now we're talking. If they would have created something like this, put these tubes maybe in smaller forms as they're spinning, definitely, I'm all game for it. But really, the tube is what makes the difference when it comes to cleaning vehicles. Like these cars that are clean, literally you can just spray your solution and use your Vortex air tool, and it helps you clean. Instead of using like a brush, literally just blow it out. And this tube, as it's spinning, it's cleaning all the areas and the surfaces and the crevices. Really nice. This one, it didn't do that. I literally had to go back with the Vortex to like clean up the areas. So anyways, this is just my review on this product. I don't know if I just didn't use it correctly, but honestly, Vortex has been going strong for like 4 years for me. This was an impulse buy. Will I be using it? Probably not. But I will keep it in case this one ever breaks down. So anyways, I hope you guys have a blessed day. I know this wasn't a long video. Again, God bless you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next video.